evening, everyone. I'd like to officially call this work session meeting of the Mayor and Council to order. I'd ask for everyone to please rise for a moment of silent prayer and reflection as we think about the families in our neighboring towns of Tenafly and Dumont with the major crash on 9W that occurred early Sunday morning. Please salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and attend any meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with this act, the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Milford have caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Borough Hall. The notices have been sent to the record in the Ridgewood News. The mission of this governing body is to provide essential services through the establishment and implementation of public policy that will safeguard the infrastructure, provide fair, honest, courteous, and professional services, establish a sense of trust and accomplishment between all residents, and through research and prudent planning, seek to minimize risks while improving our services. We are sensitive to the needs and satisfaction of our taxpayers, while realizing that this governing body cannot be all things to all people, within the revenue constraints imposed by state mandates, economic conditions, and prevailing attitudes about taxation. At this time, I would ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Councilman Samuelson.
Here.
Councilwoman Srapi Hurley.
Present.
Council President Duffy.
Here.
Councilman Brodsky.
Here.
Councilman Seymour.
Here.
Councilman Graham.
Here.
Mayor Patrino.
Here. Okay, the first thing on tonight's agenda is a proclamation. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas, during National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we stand with the courageous women and men who have been diagnosed with breast cancer and honor those who have lost their battle to this terrible disease. As the second most common cancer affecting women, an estimated 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer over the course of their lifetime, including an expected 290,000 this year. Whereas early detection is one of the most important strategies for treating breast cancer successfully, and regular screenings are the most reliable way to detect it early. And the COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted many parts of our lives and has produced few new deficits in breast cancer early detection. So there is a renewed urgency to getting these recommended screenings scheduled before cancer has spread and becomes less treatable. Whereas our nation has a long way to go before this disease no longer threatens American lives. And the Biden administration is committed to doing everything they can bring together with our cancer research community and give them the resources they need to make progress in prevention, detection, and treatment of breast cancer, and to give more people access to quality, affordable health care. Whereas, as we observe National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are united in the commitment to ending breast cancer and improving the lives of those affected by this illness. We applaud the advocates, medical professionals, researchers, and caregivers who dedicate their lives to making progress toward cures. This month, we stand in solidarity with the breast cancer survivors across the country and reaffirm our commitment to advancing research efforts that deliver hope to patients everywhere. Now, therefore, I, Michael J. Petrino, Mayor of the Borough of New Milford, do hereby proclaim October 2022 Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I encourage all residents, private businesses, nonprofit organizations, and other interested groups to join in the activities that will increase awareness of what Americans can do to prevent and control breast cancer, and pay tribute to those who have lost their lives to this disease. Tonight, I will be lighting the gazebo up in pink in honor of breast cancer.
Nice. Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, appointments. May I get a motion to appoint Dakota Romeo to Fire Company Number 1 and Federico Antonio Nuez Collado to Fire Company Number 2?
Thank you. So moved.
May I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Well, congratulations and thank you very much for your service. We really appreciate it. Unfinished business. May I get a motion for the approval of the minutes from the September 28, 2022 public session meeting? Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. On to new business. Item number 1, Chief Clancy. Come on down. You're the next contestant. So as you're aware, Police Chief Clancy has the opportunity to go to the FBI Academy, and he's going to tell us all about it.
Well, hopefully. I was nominated in 2017, and I just got contacted recently from someone in the FBI in New Jersey here. They're in charge of getting people on the list into the academy. One of the steps in the process, and one of the first questions he asked me was, "Are you approved to go?" Usually, if it's a lieutenant or a captain going, the chief would make the approval. In this case, Mayor Petrino and the council, my appropriate authority, I have to get approval from you. So here I am to get the official approval. A little background on how this goes. When I was a lieutenant, you have to be a lieutenant or higher. I had researched it. I was interested in going. I was lucky enough to get nominated by Chief Ramesi and former Chief Papa Pietro. I waited on a list that I thought kind of went dead, but it's been resurrected, and my number has come up soon, and they said sometime in 23 or early 24, it's likely that I will be called if I pass the background, which I hope I do. And,
We certainly hope you do. Otherwise, we need to try.
So, a little bit about the academy. It's kind of prestigious. It's kind of weird to talk about because less than 1% of all law enforcement get to go to this in the whole world. It is an international thing. They have, I think it's about 255 academy attendees each session, and I think about 35 of them are from overseas, and the rest are from around the country, police departments, local, state, municipal, federal, and, you know, they improve all your leadership skills to bring back to the department and help you run your departments as best you can to the best of what's out there, to the best standards. Somebody told me that has gone to this, it's almost like getting yourself accredited, like we got our department accredited. It's similar to that. You're getting the best standards, and when you graduate, it's like becoming accredited. So I'm looking forward to hopefully going to this, and this is one of the steps in the process to get a approval from you guys. And,
How long, if you don't mind me, how long
Yeah.
is this?
it's a 10-week program. You actually live there. It's like going to college. You live there for 10 weeks.
Oh, crack parties.
No frat parties. You half of it is working out, half of it is classroom, and they said it's pretty intense. But I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Are there any
If I get
particular
accepted.
courses that you are particularly excited about?
Well, I'm still pretty interested in law. They go over all the most recent case laws and things like that. They go over behavioral science, which is good in dealing with personnel issues and with dealing with, you know, the public where everybody works. Health has become a major thing since my sponsor, Chief Papa Pietro, went. They've changed it from more of a running situation to like, now it's more classroom and mental health because of a lot of issues with police suicides. So, you know, you can bring back some good information to the department on that and some ideas on how to keep everyone mentally healthy and physically healthy, which is very important. So,
I definitely think, I know Chief Pop Petro went through it, and we were one of the only departments to have a chief that went through the academy. So it's definitely something that,
it's prestigious for the town also.
benefits
to
the
have
borough,
that, yeah.
and just another thing that separates our police department from, you know, surrounding area.
If and when I go, I'm extremely confident that Captain Van Saders and Captain DeGenio can keep the department going seamlessly, as if I were here. That's part of their job. They know that. They won't be looking for any extra anything. It'll be like I'm on vacation or something, even though it's no vacation at all. It's kind of the opposite. But they're very good at what they do, and they'll be able to handle it. Since we are accredited, all our policies and procedures are up to date, you know, and to the best professional standards there are for the state. So we're in good shape in that case.
I also might add, I don't think it is a cost to the borough, correction.
There is no cost to the borough, no.
I was looking into it, and I understand that it's actually, they put a value on it. It's a $53,000 course.
Program.
And You have to remain a police officer for at least 2 years, otherwise you're going to get a bill from the borough.
Great.
We'll let you know.
I have to promise 3 years of law enforcement service in the department that I'm in. That lets me go. So I'd be here till at least, if it's in 24, I'd be here till 27.
Gee, what is your contract up?
I know.
Special agent Clancy.
No, no, I'm not.
Double Clancy. Yeah.
So
Where is it taking place?
it's in Quantico, Virginia.
It is?
Yeah. So
Oh, wow.
it's like a
That
5-hour
is
drive.
very
But
cool.
we'll come home on the weekend, but
That's cool.
That's awesome.
yeah, it's. I'm excited. You know, if I get in, you know, there's no guarantees. Not just background. It depends on so many factors.
When will you know?
So once I get an approval from the mayor and council, I call the agent that's kind of assigned to doing this, and then they start the background process, and if there's an opening, is what he said, we get you in. And he said hopefully in 23, the year 2023.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Do we
I'm
need
looking forward to it.
Do we need a resolution to approve this, do you think?
I would do one just to have it. I mean, you can give them a verbal, but it's probably best to document.
Can I get a motion to add a resolution tonight?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
It would be 2022:346. However you want to word it. Authorize Chief Clancy to take part. Yeah, I got it. Training.
Thank you.
We didn't vote on it.
That's up for the resolution.
You never know.
Is there any other questions or anything else you want to touch on, or?
No, that's about it. That's all I know so far. I haven't. Once I'll keep you and Art in the loop to keep the full mayor and council in the loop as I learn, as I go.
Well, thank you, and it definitely speaks volumes that your number came up, like you're actually being considered.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
cool.
I'm impressed.
Something to be impressed about.
Let's see if I graduate. I get it.
It doesn't matter. They were interested in you to begin with, and I don't doubt that you will not.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Good luck. Whatever.
Now go get that glass of wine now. Good luck.
Okay, item number 2 is schedule updates. Once again, we have a long list of upcoming events. Okay. Saturday, October 15th is the rain date of our annual Clean Communities Day. Sponsored by New Milford Clean Communities and the New Milford Environmental and Energy Commission. It will take place from 9 to 12 a.m. at the DPW. I don't think, there's no other rain date after this, so we're doing it. Sunday, October 16th is our Fallen Firefighters dedication, sponsored by the Mayor and Council and the New Milford Fire Department. It'll be at 10 a.m. at Company 1. We will do a dedication of the street to Thomas J. Weisenbach, which is on the corner of Eagle and Center Street, right next to Company 1. From there, we will proceed to the River Road Bridge, which is next to the American Legion parking lot, in between River Road and Prospect Park, but we'll be on River Road, and we're going to dedicate the bridge after Philip Kerr. That part should start around 10:20. Not right after that, but from 12 to 4 is annual Fire Awareness Day. That will take place in the Borough Hall parking lot. There is no rain date for that. Also on the 16th is New Milford Centennial Serenade, sponsored by the New Milford 100th Anniversary Committee. That will start at 1 p.m. It will be at Knights Field. And for more information, if you go to the New Milford Historic Preservation Facebook page, they have information on it. I know the headliner is the Mahoney Brothers. They'll be playing 3 45-minute sets, all different periods of music over the decades. On Thursday, October 20th, is the Health Alliance Seminar. It's sponsored by the New Milford Municipal Alliance. It is from 6 to 9:30 p.m. It will take place at New Milford High School. There's no rain date. It is indoors. For more information, please go to the New Milford Municipal Alliance Facebook page. And I know this event you do have to pre-register for, so please do that. I know the schools have put out emails to the parents to remind them of registration, so please register.
Mayor, I'm sorry, what time does that start?
6 to 9:30 p.m. at New Milford High School. On Tuesday, October 25th, we will have our 4th annual Domestic Violence Symposium, sponsored by the Borough of New Milford. NMPD, and the New Milford School District. That will be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the New Milford High School Auditorium. That event will also be live streamed. On Thursday, October 27th, is the Halloween dance party for DEO students, sponsored by the New Milford Municipal Alliance, NMPD, and DEO Middle School, PTO. That is from 7 to 9 p.m. at DEO Middle School.
Do I have to wear a costume?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you'd like to chaperone or
Just
visit,
checking.
yes, you have to. Friday, November 11th, will be our annual Veterans Day ceremony, sponsored by the New Milford Public Events Committee. That will start at 11 a.m. on the Borough Hall lawn. There is no rain date for that. And I think it's Saturday, November 19th, there is a BCUA household hazardous waste collection from 9 to 3 p.m. at the BCUA in Moonachie. You go to the BCUA website, you can get more information or the address if you need it. And we have some upcoming events in December that we do not have the exact details on yet, but we will get more information. That will be our annual tree lighting / winter wonderland, and also our time capsule burial. Are there any other events that I missed or I need to add?
I have one.
Yep.
The Environmental and Energy Commission is going to be doing a presentation, an educational seminar about the environmental resource inventory. That will be November 1st, Tuesday evening, 7:30 here at Borough Hall.
The courtroom?
Most likely up in Conference Room B.
And that's inventory?
Yes, environmental resource inventory education. And there'll be a presentation about stormwater from the Northern New Jersey Community Foundation.
Okay.
The same day?
Yes, they're part of the presentation.
Northern New Jersey.
Community Foundation. I got all the initials right there. Give it. Get it?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't get to write it all back.
Administrator's report.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
Oh, before we go on, did you want to ask about a motion to add something to the book?
Sure. Before we move on, I'm going to ask for a motion to add an item to closed session, which we're going to call New Milford Swim Club contract / lease. Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. That will be item number 2.
Oh, there.
The DPW director has advised myself, the mayor, and his liaison, Councilman Grotsky, of an expected budget shortfall in the garbage and trash and buildings and grounds budget lines. There's been a significant increase in tonnage that we are disposing of and an increase in cleaning services and supplies. We're looking at some options to address the shortfall, and we're going to be meeting with the CFO to discuss it. Before I go into specifics, I want to have an opportunity to look at some of the numbers with the CFO before we talk about the specifics. General election dates. Tuesday, October 18th is the last day to register to vote in the general election. From Saturday, October 29th through Sunday, November 6th, we have in-person early voting at 9 locations throughout the county, 2 of which close to New Milford are in Hackensack at the Bergen County Plaza Administration Building and in Teaneck at the Richard Broda Center. Tuesday, November 1st is the last day to apply for a vote by mail ballot by mail for the general election. Saturday, November 5th, the county clerk's office is open from 9 to 1 to apply for a mail-in ballot in person for the general election. Monday, November 7th is the last day to apply at the county clerk's office in person for a general election mail-in ballot. And Tuesday, November 8th is the general election from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And the only other thing on my report is that our next meeting is a public session back to Monday, October 24th, so about a week and a half from today.
Just want to touch on the shortfall that Chris was talking about. I just want everyone to understand that it's not a fault of the budget committee or any of the department heads. when the budget was being created, increases were anticipated. However, with everything that was going on, the increases in these services are affecting all municipalities, and I don't think anyone could have predicted the exact increases that you're going to have. I'm hearing the chatter from the mayor's groups, and I think this is going to be a topic of conversation at the league coming up in November. The tonnage fees are,
Yeah, we had the flood and everything for the, what do you call it, the dumpsters and all this kind of stuff.
Don't we recoup some of that?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that.
Trying to figure out.
FEMA,
we are in a cooperative for it, and the numbers are high, so we are doing everything we can.
So did those numbers go up, the cost of it,
The dumping,
the dumping actually
Our
itself?
tonnage has gone up
tonnage, and the tonnage.
Well, yes, I'm,
significantly.
and why is that?
Storms, and because more people are home. So if you look, residential garbage has increased tremendously.
Fuel costs,
Fuel costs.
electricity.
Takeout
and-
food.
The other thing is, we're awarding our bid for leaves tonight, and we went out twice in order to get a better price, and
Right.
it did come in slightly better than the last time that we were out to bid, but it's still significantly more than it was
in the past.
previously. Yeah.
So are you developing a plan? What's the plan?
We don't have it yet.
No, I mean, what's the plan for the plan?
The plan is waiting to talk to Diana, get her input, because she's on vacation, and Chris and her will be meeting.
Okay,
And Mike and I will be brought in when
Yeah.
we need to.
One of the
but
things that
she
we're
won't
looking at,
have the end-all be-all answer.
well, one of the
There's
things that
gotta
we're
be-
looking at is the fact that we did have expenses for dumpsters that we put out due to the storm in the spring that Vince paid for out of his regular budget line. We have submitted for reimbursement through FEMA, which we haven't gotten yet, but we will. And when we get it, it's going to come back into the storm emergency budget line. So what I'm asking Diana is, can we transfer some of those expenses? I've asked Vince to quantify what he thinks came from the storm so that we could possibly transfer it to the storm emergency, where we're going to end up with a reimbursement for some of that.
Okay.
One of the other things we're looking at is the possibility, of, we had November and December tipping fees were paid out of this budget because it was short at the end of last year. And so what I asked, although that particular line was short, we did have money left over in last year's budget. So I'm also checking with Diana to find out if some of that can be charged back to the prior year, since they were prior year expenses. So we'll have some more information as we go along. But
Thank you.
the bottom line is, the expenses are there, and it's something we're going to have to be anticipating for going forward, unfortunately.
It's going to be a while before it gets another while, unfortunately. Any other questions for the administrator? Has everyone had a chance to look at the resolutions? Are there any that need to be pulled out for further discussion and for a vote? If not, then we go around the table. And we're going to start with Council President Bucky.
Thank you, Mayor. The only thing I really want to talk about is tonight, the two dedications that the mayor has so graciously planned for the fire department, the two firefighters that lost their lives in line of duty, right?
Yes.
And, we go through times in our town when big events happen and, someone loses their life, not far from here. But years ago, there were other tragic events. So to contemplate these and then to post their name in honor around our town, I think is a really great thing, because this year, with the 100th anniversary, we have taken time to enjoy each other's company and do things together, but also to look back.
So, I just want to say, if you can come and just hear the two stories, they're quick, but it's just nice to honor those two men. Also, the company one was gifted a bell, a very large honking bell that you couldn't even move with all of us together. So they would like to install it on a piece of granite or something that would look nice on the front of the garden, in with the garden. So they'll be coming to the DPW for, just so you know, Ira, for assistance on how to install it and secure it permanently.
So it's not going to be a ringing bell?
Oh, it's going to ring.
Oh, it's going to ring. Where are they going to want, or where do they want to install it? That it could be
In the garden where they have their ring and the two pieces of steel from the World Trade
So then they
Center.
want it hanging from the ring?
No.
It won't hang. It'll
Well, how is it going to
stand
ring
on
in
a
the
piece
garden?
of granite, maybe, like some of your sculptures at the library.
Well,
So
there'll be probably something it'll be hanging from, it'll be a stand.
no, it's
It's mounted.
all right. You know, you
They
can't
don't know how to do that. Yeah.
Right,
be creative in your mind. All right. I have this drawing if you would like to look at it. I'll pass it around. That's my report.
Thank you. Councilwoman Glenn?
The Friends of the Library had a party yesterday after their meeting to thank all the library staff and DPW workers for helping with the book sale and the garage sale. Other than that, I have nothing else tonight. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilwoman Saraki Hurley?
Thank you, Mayor. I really don't have that much to say except some disappointing news with the historic grant that we applied for and we were turned down. It seems that it would be better if we had the cemetery plaqued as a historical site. I know. You know,
It has to be on the registry.
it has to be on the registry.
Oh.
So,
State registry or
yeah,
federal registry?
the state registry, I believe it was.
You want to get it registered?
Yeah.
And that's in process, I think.
Yes, that paperwork,
Nancy's working
yes,
on
is
it.
working on it. We discussed it last night, or the night before.
If we get registered, we'll have an opportunity in '23 for a grant to,
We can reapply, yeah. So that was quite disappointing.
But it should be on the federal register.
It should be,
yes.
but we didn't own it.
Site.
to have done
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah, so, it's taken time. The scary part is, some of those tombstones, I don't, I hope we don't have a bad winter. They're in really, really, really tough shape, that they're just crumbling. So that was a big disappointment. But we're going to look at other possibility of other grants out there, either the Daughters of,
American Revolution.
yeah, DNR.
DNR.
Yes, and
Not
Sam, DNR, not DNR. Just have so a news thing on that.
DAR versus
I mean, geez, I don't understand how it works, because I know that, I don't know if it was Cresskill or one of the towns, they got a grant for a shed. I don't know what this shed did, or what the history is, but it's a bloody shed.
All right, let's not disparage the town.
requirement, then let's do that, and
Well, we are. So we're looking into other avenues, but a big disappointment. Big disappointment.
You'll learn.
Yeah, so we're working towards it.
Cemetery's been there a long time, another year won't matter.
I know.
Right.
But anyway, that's about it. Events was still working. Well, we know, in regards to the tree ceremony and Santa, and that's about it. Thank you.
thank you. Councilwoman Sanderson?
I have nothing to report this week.
Okay. The baton is passed to Councilman Seymour.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to let everybody know, insofar as the domestic violence symposium is concerned, the prosecutor's office has confirmed that our selected and featured survivor will be speaking again this year. And in terms of the roundtable discussion, Just as in prior symposiums, the panel will comment on the survivor's story. Something that we're doing for the first time this year, which is unique, is the group will also be specifically addressing the impact of intimate partner violence on children and on the entire family, which will lead to a larger role for our Division of Child Protection and Permanency and their speaking part. And I also am very humbled and privileged to let everyone here know that I got a call this morning from our liaison at the New York Giants and their Community Affairs Department, who has confirmed that the Giants have already been supporting, and will continue to support our symposium. They've been posting our event flyer on their social media, and they've advised that they're going to continue to do so. And they wish us the greatest luck in helping as many people as we can. So I'm truly grateful and appreciative for their support.
That's
Perfect.
great.
Excellent.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Grodzki.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing at this time.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything else? Forgot? Okay. The only thing I wanted to mention is I wanted to thank DPW and beautification. I think the corn stalks outside
Yes,
look
fabulous, awesome.
everywhere I look. Corn stalks looks great.
Coming along.
So, thank you.
Town is looking kind of cute, even the businesses are
Yes.
picking up on things and decorating.
Main Street's looking up.
It can, it can spread.
That's the idea.
Okay.
It does.
Making a motion to open to the public.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone from the public who wishes to speak, now will be your opportunity. We thank you for being here and representing the Board of Education, as always. And making a motion to close the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. We are going to vote on the resolutions, and once we do that, we are going to go into closed session. When we come out of closed session, this body will take no action, and we will immediately adjourn this meeting. May I get a motion to approve resolutions 2022:335 through 2022:346? Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Yep.
Okay. May I get a motion to go into closed session?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going into closed session. Thank you very
Good
much.
night. Good night.
Good night.
Aye.
Fine.